Hi guys, welcome to Learning Electronics Repair, and I have this on my desk today, and this is something I didn't even know you could buy. So I found it on AliExpress. This is a review sample. I requested this to review, so I didn't pay for it, but I'm not being paid to make this review either. So whatever happens, however well or badly this works, this will be my honest opinion, okay? So what do we have? Well, this is a dim bulb tester or current limiter light bulb, yeah? It needs a light bulb, of course. Yeah. A light bulb. So the bulb I have, this is a 100 watt. Okay. We screw it into here. We have power input socket with a fuse. We have power output socket. We have an electricity meter. And yeah, a trip and a power switch. So that's what we actually have here. There are no instructions with it, but we can translate this Chinese. We can see it does say 80 to 200 watt bulb. Yeah. Let's see what the writing says. And we'll use Google Translate, of course. So, writing. I mean, this was sci-fi, yeah, in the 80s and 90s. So, circuit maintenance and protection socket. Power pass-through. Maintenance and protection. So, this is a bypass switch. It shorts the light bulb out. So, direct means power pass-through or via the light bulb. Power switch, so that switches the power to the load. Only incandescent light bulbs, 60 to 200 watt can be used. Short press to switch, long press to enter settings. Sheng Ruiz, that's probably the brand. Okay, so it's a light bulb current limiter with a bypass, a power switch which is also a trip. What rating is the fuse? Well, it comes with a spare one, that's good. 10 amp. And a slightly unusual shaped IEC plug. Although it looks like a standard one would fit in. Okay. So just before we try this, let's have a quick look to see how much it cost. And in fact, there are a variety of options with this. Okay, so this is the one I ordered, €41.59, free shipping. It has the different socket there to the one we see here. This one has a built-in power supply, I think that looks like. Yeah, this looks like a power supply also. So there's a number of options of these. Okay, yeah, it looks like something on the side. I think it also has a LED backlight tester or something like that. So we have a number of possible options here at different prices. But that's the one which I have. Okay, power on. So we can see the mains voltage, the temperature, ambient I believe that would be, power factor, T, amps and watts. Okay, this lights up when it's on direct mains. Okay, which is like the one I built, so it warns you it's on mains. I would definitely have to change this to say mains and limit. Some stickers, that will help. That now goes off when you switch this off. Okay, so that's obviously powered from the output of this. Yeah. Okay, trip definitely works. Yeah, you have to reset it with the blue button. So let's connect a load. Another light bulb. Yeah, 72 watt light bulb. So you would expect in actual fact that they would both light up to a fair extent. Probably about half brightness each, yeah. Let's switch it on and we're on limit. Yeah, they both lit up. That's what I expected. This one a little bit dimmer. This is telling me it's drawing 53 watts. We can see the mains voltage, we can see the current. So we put this directly to mains. This should go out, that should come on bright. Yeah, 67 watts. It's a 72 watt bulb. I'll put it out of your way a little bit. Okay, so it's not dazzling you, but it's dazzling me. Hit the trip. Yeah. Do you know, that is simple. I mean, really simple. I like it. Old soldering iron of some sort or other. Plug it in. Limit. I'm expecting this to come on quite bright. Clear the trip. Switch it on. That's gone fairly dim actually. So this is drawing 38 watts through the limiter. Yeah, about 45. So it's a 50 watt soldering iron, I would say. Now let's test the main reason why we use the current limiter. So if we have something which is short circuit, yeah, and we switch the power on, normally you would trip the mains out, blow the fuse, that sort of thing. But with this set to limit, the power's coming through the light bulb. So all that's going to happen is the light bulb comes on and stays on. This is actually working. I thought it wouldn't do. And it's saying 90 watts, okay. I wasn't sure where that was connected. If it was on the input or the output of the bulb, it must be on the input, because obviously there's no voltage across here. It's short, okay. So yes, this protects us against bad things happening, and the display actually still works. Amplifier. So this is how I would normally use the current limiter. I have no idea what condition this is in, by the way. It's waiting to be repaired. So we switch it to limit. I'm not sure which way it is on. We'll try that way. Switch it on. Bright then dim and it comes on. And the wattage thing comes on. And we can see what it's drawing. Yeah. I like this a lot. That's really nice. The only thing I could think to add to that would be to put a second light bulb. So you have two of them, which you can have in parallel, giving you say 200 watts. I mean, you could get some higher wattage bulbs, of course. Let's have a quick look inside it. Nice. Yeah, that seems quite well built to me. It certainly is well built as the one that I made, if not better. Okay. Yeah, there is an earth. Not that it's that important with this sort of limiter tester, to be quite honest, but the earth does pass through. I wonder if we can buy 200 watt bulbs. I mean, I've got some 72 watt in my tester, and they fit just fine. Yeah, I can find plenty of them, but only up to 100 watt. But 100 watt is a pretty decent value bulb to be used in the current limiter. And to be quite honest, if I get one or two more of these sockets, I could easily bolt one on the back of this. Yeah, I could bolt one onto the back of here and just wire it in parallel with that inside. Yeah. So just let it stick out at the back. In fact, I could probably put two there, and then I could put various bulbs on it. I might do that actually, because that's my own built one. This is this one. This has a normal on-off switch. This has the trip, mains and bypass. That's come off already. I'll have to glue the sticker on. Mains and limit written on with marker pen. Has a fuse. Output socket. Okay, two bulbs, one, but we can get around that. And this has the meter built in, which I like. Yeah, I mean, come on, what's not to like? Okay, guys, for what that cost, 40 odd euros, I think you'd struggle to actually build one for that price. This probably costs that much. Yeah. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you want to buy one of these. Of course, I've put the link in the video description, so you can easily do that. Remember to use the coupons, save a bit of money. talk about it down there, and I look forward to seeing you all soon again on Learn Electronics Repair. Ciao for now, guys.